It's hot in here. It is hot, hot. I'm still nervous about it, so let's stay tuned. Dude, that's too much. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. So the main question is, can me or you, can we put this together by ourselves? Because I will be the first to admit, whenever I first got this and I started looking at the videos, I tricked myself out of it plenty of times. But I am here to prove that me and you can get this done with just a few little tools and a will to want to get it done. All right, so let's jump in to see what all it takes to make this install possible. Starting with the AC manifold gauge, a drill, a vacuum pump, level, Allen wrench, screwdriver, regular wrench, adjustable wrench or adjustable pliers, and some safety gloves. From the instructions, this is all that I will need to make this possible. All right, so now that we know what tools and things that we're gonna need, let's open this indoor unit and see what's all inside. All right, so when you open your indoor mini split, this is everything that's gonna be in both boxes. Starting with your indoor unit, core wiring, drain lines, some covers, tape, your wall sleeves, rubber things that go on the bottom, screws, lines that connect from your outdoor unit to your indoor unit. Then you got your mounting template, which comes with a mounting plate as well, but I already got that put up there. But this is everything that comes with the unit. And the very first thing that you should do whenever you get this is inspect each component. Make sure ain't nothing wrong with your wiring ends. Make sure ain't nothing wrong with those so you got a good strong connection. Make sure there's no kinks in your lines. Lastly, do a thorough inspection of the indoor and outdoor unit to make sure nothing was damaged during shipment. And real quick, before we jump into the next part of the video, I forgot that you will need a stud finder if you don't know how to find a stud without a stud finder. So this is key because you will put a lot of holes in your wall if you don't have one of these. Take it from me. I got plenty of holes in the wall when I wasn't using one of these. So yeah, you will need a stud finder. So before we bust this open, the first thing we need to do is turn this over and expose this bracket. This bracket is what we will mount up against the wall and that our indoor unit will sit on. So let's get this open. It's held on by one screw, so you just use your screwdriver to take it off. The important piece of this is that these are your lines that goes outside. These are copper lines and they are fragile and easy to kink, so we got to be careful with those. So yeah, this is your drain line to where, yeah, it drains. All right, so this is the indoor unit, and now that we got that taken care of and talked about it, let's focus on where we're gonna put this unit. And I have decided that I'm gonna just go right here and leave this alone because my walls, they are shorter on the side, and this front wall right here, it got some more height and more clearance. And the thing that you do need to know about these units is that you need 6 inches above the unit to give it breathing room because the air comes in through the top and it pushes out through the bottom. So that is where I have been confused because of where I want to place this. Now I know that I want it in the front room because I want the air pushing throughout the house, and that's why I'm so focused on this wall right here. But let's put this template up and see what it's gonna look like, and then we'll figure out from there. It wouldn't be me if I didn't forget something else. But you will need this right here. You will need a 2.5 inch hole saw set, or hole saw bit, I should say. I bought the set because it was like $9, so it made sense to get the whole set instead of getting just a 2.5 bit that was like $24. So yeah, that's why I got the whole set. But yes, you will need this because we do got to drill a hole in the wall. So stay tuned for that. And I know that that is like a little daunting, but I'm still nervous about it. So let's stay tuned to see what that turned out to be. So this is the wall that I am sold on. My only issue with having an indoor unit on that main wall that I just showed y'all is that the piping is going to come out on the front side of my house. So I just really do not want that. Even though if I do go get a case, the cover that can cover the piping, I still don't really want to do that. Even though I might have to, but I really just don't want to do that. So I came out with the measurements, and like right around this is where the hole or the wiring and piping will be coming out. And so I was just imagining it coming down here and then angling off to the side and then putting the outdoor unit over here on the side. And but I'm just not so sold on having that come out of the front of the house. So let me get back in the house and see if I can find somewhere else to put it. actually go like this. And, whew, I just thought about something. Does this need to be close to the panel for the electrical part? Because I didn't see nobody mention that in the video. So, luckily, I got a brother that's a certified electrician. Let's call him to see.
What, Chief?
Nothing, man. What's good with you, Stan?
Nothing much about this Lowe's, stopping at Lowe's, and going to Polk County.
I can dig it. Quick question, though.
Yeah.
Installing this indoor unit, the mini split,
Yeah.
do it need to be near the circuit, or the,
Yeah, closer to the panel box, the better it is.
to the panel?
Yeah, because it's going to be, the closer it is to the panel, shorter the wire run, baby.
Right.
That wire is expensive right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It can be run anywhere, just it's a matter of how much you want to spend on the wiring, you know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
Cause I really want to do it on the wall that's like that's on the same wall as the door, but I just don't want I don't want the cordage and all of that stuff coming out of the front of the house. So that's really why I'm kind of just not wanting to do it there.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to do it on that front wall with the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about behind the couch right there?
I mean, that's literally where I'm at right now, but then I thought about the wiring and the panel and all of that. So that's why I just stopped and I called you.
What about right there? You want to go opposite of the TV though, right?
Yeah. I mean, I really do.
I got you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll
I'm gonna have to
probably go
figure
behind
something
that
out.
couch right there and just, like I said, sacrifice a little bit extra money on that wiring. Your home is what, 12 wide and go up 6 is 18 and up to the unit. Probably looking 25 a foot of cable.
25 foot. Oh, okay.
Because you really don't got to go up. You just got to power the outside unit. So about 20, 25 foot of cable would all be plenty.
So the outside unit is the only one that's getting power.
Yeah, you power the outside unit up. The outside unit sends power to the inside units.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense too. So you pretty much just run it up under the house, or
yeah, under the house up to the outside unit. That's it.
Oh, okay, sweet. All right, yeah, it's not as bad as I actually imagined in my head.
Yeah, so you ain't got to bust drywall and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what I'm sitting here thinking in my head that had to be done. So heard that. All right, well, shoot, I'm pretty sure I'll be here working on it by the time you get off. So pull on up if you got time.
All right, yes sir, we'll do it, bro.
All right, got you. Love you, man.
Love you too, bro.
All right. So that's word from the big bro and the electrician. So right here is where we're gonna go. So let me find these studs and get to hanging these bad boys. All right, so first things first. It's hot in here. It is hot. So we need to get this mini split up ASAP. Let me do this. I'm gonna start on this side because it's an outlet right here, and I know that it's a stud somewhere close to it because the outlet is connected to a stud. All right, so now we done got this bracket out the way. Now let's focus on to the scariest part of this install, which is to drill this hole out, and then we gotta also drill a hole out into the outside wall. Y'all like my Angel's Envy lamp? If you know what Angel's Envy is, you know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now I got my drill situated and my phone has fell off the counter. Let's get to drilling this hole in the wall. Here goes nothing. There's the insulation. We gotta go through that. All right, so now that we got that, and it is going at a downward angle, I can see it and feel it. And it did go to the outside. So now I would know where my hole needs to start on the outside. And matter of fact, I think we need to actually go out there and get that done now. It's hard to see, but there she go. Right there. and I cannot get this wrong. So let me go inside and poke something through it so that I make sure I'm at the right hole. Because putting holes inside of your house is not the time to be making mistakes. Oh, we might be in trouble. What? But good thing I did not start drilling here because it would have been a mistake. But I don't know if this is going to actually fit up there. Got her done. Now I gotta get this out of here. This is not important. So yeah, got this done. Got us a hole from the outside. And if you was wondering what I use to poke the hole through, it's a sucker. Little dum-dum. Here you go, you dum-dum. But now, let's get back inside and finish what we gotta do. But this is going to, we'll see. Now it's time to start prepping the indoor unit to be hung up on the wall. Starting with exposing and opening this panel to get our lines and everything connected and wired together. Let me get this panel off. Let's get our wires connected. And this right here also needs to be removed because it is a retaining bracket and it holds your wires down, so it needs to come out as well. Make sure to put this with the same. So next, as you can see that these are labeled L1, L2, 3, whatever that is, and 4. I think that's a ground signal. And you will have two different type of wirings. One is for the electrical wiring and the other one is for connecting the indoor unit to the outdoor unit. And this is the wiring that we'll be using. I believe it was called the service line. It don't matter, it don't matter. So each wire end is labeled the same as it is on the indoor unit. So Cloudsware made it super simple for us DIYers to be able to do this ourselves. So yeah, let's get this unraveled and get this bad boy connected. And in order to get these lines connected to the indoor unit, you have to actually tilt this over, and then it got a little hole right here. Not sure if you can see it on the camera, but it got a hole right there to where you just feed it straight through. I got a tip for y'all that's doing this for the first time. Whenever you got your wires, they're gonna be like this, of course, and you gotta feed them through this hole. But I believe that the best way to go about it is to take one of them little ties that comes in, that wraps around your wiring, tie those, make sure you wrap those together, and then you just feed it through there. And that way, all of them is going through there at the same time, and you ain't trying to jam and just pull one from side to side. So yeah. And then you can just feed it in there like so. Then you tilt this back up. And then you find it from here. No, I got a better way to do this. To feed it from the top down, like this. Because they are the same wires on each end. So I believe it should feed down through here. This is the hardest part of all of it. This is going to be your toughest task. And if this is your toughest task, oh, you can get it done. So yeah. Just feed that through there like so. You got some long lines, so you're gonna be here for a while. And as you're doing this, yeah, you see the sweat. So like I said, this is going to be your toughest task. And if maybe there's another way that you can feed it through there and it's easier to go about it. But this is the way I'm going about it. So yeah, I forgot what I was even about to tell y'all. So all right, now that we got this through here, let me unloosen these screws. You do not loosen them all the way. You just loosen them a little bit The ground is the only one that you will loosen all the way because as you can see, it got the circle. So you have to take the screw out and then insert the screw into this little hole. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm just barely loosening that. And you see I got the L1, find L1, and then you just slide it up under the screw. And then you just tighten it down. L2. So here's that 3 that I was talking about. And it's best to have a screwdriver that has a magnet on it. So as you can see, that has its magnet. Just line that back up. Same with this, but I'll really feed this up under here. So next we need to put our retainer bracket back there. All right, folks, it's as simple as that. Just make sure you got each one lined up, L1, L2, 3 with the ground, then you got the 4. So now we just got to put this cover back on, insert this screw, tighten it up, and that is that. I promise you y'all that was as simple as it seemed. This next part, we need to be very, very careful because we got to move and manipulate these copper lines, and you do not want to kink these lines because if you kink them, then you're calling in a professional. So don't let that frighten you. So to do this the right way, I watched multiple videos on this, and the way that I see everybody else doing it, of course you can get this out your way because it can move at will. But the best way that I've seen people do it is have a firm grip on it here and take it from the top and move them at the same exact time, carefully. Here we go. And something that I just was not aware of and I wasn't paying too much attention of, I was squeezing these like tight together and it looked like, well, like it's bent a little bit, but I don't think it's a problem. Next, let's take these drain lines and these just pop in, so nothing you gotta twist and tighten. But next, we are going to wrap these up together so that I can feed them through this hole up here. And as you're taping these together, you want to have the drain line at the bottom so that I don't know, you got to do it with gravity. I don't think this is tape. But either way, I'm gonna just do this for right now. All right, getting into this next step, we gotta lift this up carefully and get all this through that hole and to set this on our bracket. So the time is now. Let's get this bad boy up. Oh. First things first, the longest. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to cover your wire ends up. Because they are going to hit the ground. So once we safely feed that through there. So this is the part where the DUIs might have some trouble, especially, I ain't gonna say for the females, but especially the weaker crowd or the people that can't lift as much. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. We got it up there. All right, having it right here. But I just can't wait to turn it on. All right, so now let's go outside in this heat and get this done. Damn. And I will either put me a little concrete slab out here or order the little, I don't really quite know yet. I'm not sure how we gonna be able to make this work. I've got it too tight to my gutters. 'Cause even if I get the cover, I know the cover gotta go up here as well too. So, and the cover actually got a little bulky part on it. So I really did not think this part of it through. So yeah, but we ain't gonna cry with spoiled milk. Originally I was thinking of keeping this up here, but I've just went back and watched a few videos. And some people don't even use this, they just use the putty, and that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to use this putty and seal the hole up. And the putty does come with it. I didn't explain that earlier, but yes, the putty does come with it. All right, now I got that hole sealed up. Now it's time to carefully bend these lines downward towards the outdoor unit. So carefully. All right, and this is a little daunting for some people, but just loosen this up. You're going to hear a noise. Do not freak out. There we go. All right, and that is it. But I'm gonna leave that on there for right now, but did just bleed that line. But as you can see, if you can see, that these two lines right here, they are different sizes. One is bigger, one is smaller. So it's like the high pressure and low pressure. So the coils that they send you, they are the exact same way. So you cannot mix these up. So I'm gonna do them one at a time. Y'all already seen it. I just let the pressure out of this. And when you're putting these on, please make sure that you put them on correctly and that they are lined up, because you can cross thread them, and that is where you can have a leak and probably some more problems. And it should thread all the way to the top. If it does not thread with your hand, do not go get something and cross thread it and force it in there. I got all that up there just by hand strength. So it should not be tight and it should not be a lot of resistance. If you got a lot of resistance, you are cross threading it, pull it out, readjust, and start back over. All right, so as you're seeing, that line does not make all that noise. It's just this one right here, and I believe that's the low pressure line, because I did see an L attached to it. Let's carefully unravel this. All right, got what I need. And for me, I got 11/16 and a 9/16. So not sure if that's the same for you all. All right, so a 22 millimeter and a 17. What's happening, big guy? I can't call it. How was work?
Yeah, it's good.
It was straight. Yeah, it's hot out.
Yeah, at least you in the shade over here.
Yeah.
Did you put any sealing on it?
I ain't had none. Didn't none come with it.
That's something on a little leak, boy.
And that's what the calls be?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
And that Freon is high. Heck yeah, I had that to happen a couple of times, man. I didn't put that sealing on that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we just went to trailer park yesterday. Put 2 new units in, the Freon gone from them already.
Dang.
The guy, AC guy come looked at it, said, yeah. He said, you got a leak right there. This daggum will find this way, dude.
Yeah.
Call this AC guy and ask me where we get that stuff from.
Dang. So I will have to backtrack, but it's not too bad, and we didn't get too far before I got to do so. So kudos to that.
Man. Seriously? Oh, man. Amazon or Gaffney? You ain't got no extra laying around, have you?
No, just what I got in my work truck.
I got you. Okay. All right. All right. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. So the guy said that say they in Gaffney or you order it on Amazon. And Gaffney, I'm not just trying to make that trip. But I have seen multiple, like a bunch of the videos I've seen, a lot of people skip this step. Don't know if they had problems down the line, but said, believe in yourself, you have the power to make anything possible. Absolutely. It goes perfect with this project we got going on.
For that sealant that goes on the thread when you're putting a split AC unit in, do y'all keep some of that in stock?
Well, while we at a standstill until we get this sealant, I am going to pop this cap off
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm going to
I just called ask about some
connect these lines.
You're wanting to know what?
I'm looking for some of that thread sealant for the line.
They don't know what he talking about.
Yes, sir. Trying to find some of that thread sealant. Sir, it goes on the threads before you connect these line set together, or else it'll leak between those fittings.
Okay. So you're not. So we mostly weld them together so the freon don't leak out. We don't use plumbing plates. We basically, if you're talking about freon, you need to weld the pipes together.
No, I'm not talking
You
about.
understand?
Yeah, but it's just when you extend your line set. There's a high pressure side and low pressure side. It's got a female thread and a male side that goes together. They said before you thread that onto each one, they want us to put some sealant on there. Not saying if y'all keep that sealant.
Like pipe though? No, we have nothing like a pipe. See, we basically don't do that. We weld it all straight pipe.
I got
See, we
you.
don't do that stuff.
I got you.
That's what I'm saying. That's like plumbing stuff what you're talking about. We do straight pipe where we weld it together. Everything's welded together with, heat.
I got you.
Oxygen acetylene bottles. We don't thread nothing because Freon won't hold it. And I was worried about you.
Okay.
That might not hold if you're talking about Freon.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Freon.
Yeah, I don't think you should do that.
Okay.
All
All
you
right.
have to use those new pipes because plumbing pipes threading's not gonna help it. It'll leak it all out.
Well, that's how it comes. That's how this DIY split unit comes with a.
So this is a mini split you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
Mini
It's a mini
split?
split.
Connecting it together? Okay. Now I'm on the same page with you.
Okay.
So,
I would just put it right on really tight as possible. You don't have to put,
Oh,
I
so-
don't know what you put on it to make it tight, but we just basically put them on and tighten with super tight with a wrench.
Okay.
gotcha.
If you put something on it, you're creating a groove, the groove that's
What's
not
up,
connecting right. Freon has a way of getting out. So we don't add nothing on it. I promise you. I've been doing it 30 years. I've never done it.
No, he just hit a year, so he gotta get his rabies. But that's it though.
It's tight as heck, with pressure on it.
Oh, well, I thought you was about to say he bit you or something, or bit something.
Okay.
Said when?
All right.
Because we're gonna-
When?
just think about it when you got-
This Friday?
when you got something in
That's
there
tomorrow, ain't it?
to create a gap, it's gonna leak, it's gonna start leaking
Oh,
out,
okay.
it's gonna get-
All right. Well, yeah, I get him taken care of.
Just say.
All right. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, man. Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Yes, sir. You
Thank
too. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So, just of what I heard, he pretty much said I just need to do it tight.
Torque them down.
Yeah, and they come with a torque spec too, but I don't got the torque spec. I don't got the torque. I don't got a torque wrench. You got one? Yeah.
You can put too much on them too. That's when they got a torque back.
Mm-hmm.
You can mess that flare up.
Yeah, I don't. And what kind of tape is this? You ever dealt with this?
Yeah.
How the hell does it stick?
It don't. You stack them.
It don't.
No, when you start it, I'll just do a little sample right here. Pull it the opposite way. You can get it tight. Like so.
Oh, okay.
You just overlap where you start at, and then just kind of overlap like that right there.
Just make sure it's tight.
Yeah. Everything coming down straight. And then when I get to the end, you just put just a little bit of tape on it. So just like that right there. That just puts everything together.
That pump on the Mr. Cole unit,
Yes, ma'am.
it's sticking now. He took it off in the wintertime. Keep it from freezing, he said. So when he put it back on, it ain't acting right. So I was wondering, could you come and look at it? He said we might have to buy a new one, but I don't want to waste his money. If there ain't nothing wrong with it, he just didn't know what he was doing.
Okay. So what is it doing exactly?
When he plugs it up, it keeps running. It won't cut off. And so if he cut it off, water will start back coming through it. So I told him I can't use it like that.
Is it cooling?
It's cooling.
Is it?
But the water will start back coming through.
Oh, it has. Okay. So you need to make sure.
He unplugged the pump. But he said it kept running. It shouldn't keep running.
Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't keep cutting running if it makes it to the set point. So I'll come by there when I get over that way this evening.
Okay, now I'll be at church at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. And y'all get out what time? 7, 8?
Well, tonight I'm preparing a little bit of food. Like the sandwiches, so it might be a little later.
Okay. Well, just when you get situated this evening, then just give me a call or text me. Let me know y'all home.
It'll probably around about 8.
Okay.
I show Big Wayne you come and he'll come on in.
Okay.
All right, that is pretty tight
Okay. All
without
right.
being over tight.
So you want to make sure this thing ain't pinched up. This is just what she called me about. So the water's backing up in the house.
Oh, you got the putty up under it.
It's connected here. Like it's going through.
Oh, you could tell, you'll be able to tell if it had
Yeah,
a.
if it was stopped up, I wouldn't have been blow through it.
All right. So when you say,
I would wait, put that on, wait till we hook it up and got it running.
oh,
Then
right.
Put some of that spray stuff running, make sure ain't no bubbles running. That's what he said too, the AC guy. The line set hooked up, get it pressurized, then you want to check, make sure you ain't got no leaks.
but hopefully y'all heard Big Bro correct me on that, because I was about to take this and start taping around it, but we need to make sure everything is connected properly and we ain't got no leaks before we actually start covering this up. Because if you cover it up and then you got a leak, then you got to backtrack everything to find your leak. So this is just a simpler way to expose a leak if you got one. All right, so next we're about to connect this high pressure and this low pressure line. So let me knock this, get this off and get into that. This is the part where you really want to be careful, because I've seen multiple videos and an instruction manual tell you do not unravel the coil if you don't need to. So you see, I don't really necessarily need to, so I'm trying to keep it coiled up. But you will have to manipulate the copper and these lines, so please be careful as you do so. Perfect.
Heck yeah.
Stan had the adapter piece, so we ain't gotta go nowhere. Yeah, so.
Yeah, see that thread right up on that. And these things, you just want to put them hand tight. I'm sure they told you that too.
Yeah.
Not using no wrench. And then the blue one.
And you will have to manipulate it, move it around till you can get this part flush. And I will, let me show y'all, bring y'all in for a close up to where you can see where the mistakes are made. As you can see, this part of the line is beveled out. So it's beveled out so it can fit flush on top of there. That's more so what you're looking for. As you can see, this is copper lines and it's gotta go up and over all of this. So please, please, please make sure you be careful as you bending and moving these lines, because it will be a costly mistake. All right, got those connected. Now we're working on this pump and these manifold gauges. So while we get the pump situated, this piece right here, it's like a little elbow piece that you will have to get to make this thing possible, to make all this possible. Luckily, my brother had it and I ain't gotta go to the store to go purchase it, but you will need this little adapter piece. Excuse me, Pinky. So needed to let y'all know that before you got started, because you can't just take this blue line and just connect it right up into this right here. And Stan did say make sure you just do this finger tight or hand tight, because you probably will damage the threads. All right, so now we're about to pull these vacuums. And when we turn this on, we gotta let it run for like 15, 30 minutes.
Yeah, about 30 minutes, and when we cut that on, then we'll open up the blue valve. And like I said, we'll let it run for about 30 minutes, and then we won't see a -1 on that pressure gauge.
Right.
Once we close that off, we won't see it hold that negative pressure. If it don't hold that negative pressure,
We
we
got
got
a
a
leak.
leak on our fitting somewhere.
Gotcha. So we ready to cut it on?
Yeah, let's see. Turn on the vacuum pump, open the blue foot valve on your manifold gauge to allow the pump to start drawing the air and moisture out of the line set.
Hey, you
Run
open
the
it
pump
yet?
for at least 30 to 45 minutes.
All right, but you ain't open it yet?
No, I hadn't.
All right, so blast off. All the way?
Yeah. See right now, you see where it's at, went to? Negative pressure right now, and that's what you want. So we're gonna run it for about 30 minutes. It's 5:30 now, so I'd say about 6 o'clock.
All right, and so once I cut it off, it's still supposed to stay at the negative pressure.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If it don't hold that negative pressure, you got a leak. Once we run it about 30, 45 minutes, then we'll close the blue valve and turn off the vacuum pump. And we should observe the gauges for 20 to 30 minutes after cutting the pump off.
Right.
Pressure vacuum reading creep back up towards 0, you have a leak at one of your flare connections or hose seals. Fix any leak before proceeding. If the vacuum holds steady, the system is leak free. So you don't want to release that friction. That's what happens when you turn that nut right there with the Allen screw.
Yeah,
That lets you
open it up,
Yeah.
run through the
You don't
system.
want to release it till you know you ain't got no leaks.
Right, okay. But overall, this is the install of the mini split. Right now, I'm pretty much finished. This is what you would call in your professional HVAC people or your certified electrician. But you can do this part of the process. You don't have to go get a certified HVAC technician. So you just will need these tools. The tools that I showed y'all earlier, you will need these to get it done. And I did forget to mention the adapt earlier, this adapter piece, but you will need this too. I don't know how much it is because I didn't have to go get it. But I will put a picture or a little clip of it in a video so you guys know exactly what it looked like. All right, well, this needs to run for 30 minutes, and then once it's done running 30 minutes, I gotta let it sit for 30 minutes to make sure it's holding the right pressure. So while that's doing this thing, let me get in here and kick it with the big bro. We got air, dude. That thing's soaking wet, yeah. And you shaking it, come on, man.
30 minutes now, so we'll shut this off.
You ready to turn this off or just?
Shut this valve.
Okay.
Now shut it off.
All right, it has officially been 30 minutes. What the gauge looking like?
It's negative pressure is what you want.
Still holding negative pressure. Pinky, get on. Yeah. It ain't go nowhere. Pinky, yeah, man. He ain't throw it nowhere. Heck yeah, but now we done pulled the vacuum off of it. We gotta sit here and wait for 30 minutes to actually see if it holds the pressure. If it don't hold the pressure, that means we got a leak somewhere upstream or, yeah, upstream. So, back to sitting for a little bit.
Clockwise to open it slightly, allowing the refrigerant inside to flow into the lines. Turn until it stops. Then open the gas valve on the larger tube counterclockwise forward. Now that the system has positive pressure, quickly loosen the blue hose at the service port to release a brief hiss of refrigerant, which clears out any air that might have been trapped inside the hose.
So on that one, it's saying loosen this up before I take this off.
Yeah,
But on the video, it's saying take this off and then
Yeah,
do that.
Yeah, because it might be a little bit of air trap right there.
All right, so this is off right here.
Yeah,
All right, so we done waited 30 minutes and now it is time to pretty much take this off and see if we got any leaks. So I'm just trying to be thorough and correct. So here, I loosen them up. I loosen the high pressure or low pressure first? Doesn't matter.
Pressure.
Low
So
pressure.
use the Allen wrench to turn the liquid line valve on the smaller two. One smaller than the other one, 'cause that's it, yeah.
This is a small
Yeah,
one.
open it up slightly, allowing the friction, you hear that friction go into that teeth.
And then do the same
No, it ain't open all the way up.
all the way?
Yeah.
All right, it stopped there.
Now you're gonna do the high side.
And then I disconnect this.
Yeah.
All right.
Quickly release the blue hose at the service port. Release a brief hiss of air and refrigerant.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you gotta do it quick and it'll start.
So I just keep turning.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You gotta keep going.
Dude, that's too much.
You guys are gonna take it off.
Yeah, but I think it's just.
It ain't, it's gotta. Yeah. And that red cap, that just keeps dust from going up in there.
Gotcha.
And it can be hand tight.
The part that I was telling y'all earlier that you will need to get, this is it. How do you just, like a quick disconnect or
Just turn it.
turn it?
Yeah. So
Shit, the other way?
hold this side and turn that nut.
Oh, okay, I see.
And make sure it go back. This actually the air conditioning guys will be borrowing this stuff.
Oh, well, yeah, this is the piece that you will need to do this by yourself.
It's 5/16 to a quarter. What that is. One side 5/16, the other is a quarter.
Yeah.
That's how you adapt to it.
That little bit that I lost, it shouldn't be too much.
No, you see, it was still full pressure when we had it on there. After we took it off that far, it was still full pressure.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna put some cool air out.
And man, it's coming in handy. As hot as this about to start getting.
Heck yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude it for this installation of the indoor unit and outdoor unit. Because at this point, you are completely finished. You just need to reach out to a certified electrician and get with him to wire you up. But like I said, that's my big brother. So we will revisit this probably tomorrow or whenever he has some free time. But until then, I'm about to clean up my area and I'll catch y'all in the next part of this video.